Los esperamos.
Argentina, an agricultural country in its own right, plenty of natural resources, a livestock farming country by tradition and spirit, a land of cows and gauchos, all types of soils, all types of climates, a dynamic supplier of beef and genetics to the world. Argentina, the land of the Braford breed. As the southernmost country in the American continent, its more than 3,700,000 square kilometers make Argentina the 7th largest country in the world. An extension of 4,000 kilometers stretching from north to south, from the 21st parallel, the same latitude as the north of South Africa, up to the 55th parallel, 20 degrees further south than Cape Town. Its population is of 41,450,000 inhabitants and its density 14.4 inhabitants per square kilometer. It is known as the country of 5 continents due to its geographical and climatic diversity. In this heterogeneous natural landscape is where one of the most important cattle racing systems in the world is developed. In these environments, the Braford breed demonstrates its plasticity, its adaptability and rusticity, and its outstanding breeding and production performance. Thus, its strategic role in our livestock production is increasing day by day. Further, if we consider the regional integration of Argentina in the Mercosur, along with Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay, we can assert that the largest Braford herd is settled in this area. The Argentine cattle industry stretches across the entire country. Around 200,000 livestock enterprises are working on more than 70 million hectares devoted to bovine cattle production with a significant use of process technologies such as artificial insemination, embryo transfers, in vitro fertilization, nutritional supplements, and feedlots, among others. Currently, Argentina has 52 million cattle heads, 95% of which belong to beef production breeds and the rest to dairy breeds. It slaughters around 13 million cattle heads annually, producing 2,800,000 tons of beef. It makes use of more than 90% of the slaughtered animals for the domestic market, with a high consumption rate of 58 kilos of beef per inhabitant per year. It can produce enough additional beef to export 800,000 tons per year. The Braford breed in Argentina. It exports genetics to several countries such as Brazil, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Colombia, and soon to China. It can participate in the Hilton quota. The Braford beef, raised in hostile environments, can access the world's most demanding markets in terms of quality, competing on equal terms with the traditional British beef cattle breeds. In the so-called country of 5 continents, there are 5 clearly defined large cattle raising regions as far as agroecological characteristics for beef production are concerned. The Northeast, a predominantly livestock production region since its very beginning, the Northeast is currently one of the main areas for the development of the Braford breed in Argentina. 60% of the bovines of the Northeast have a Braford breed component. This vast region is typical for its high humidity and high temperature. In the summer, temperatures rise above 40 degrees Celsius with an abundant presence of ectoparasites such as mosquitoes, horseflies, mites and maggots among others, and a substantial supply of low digestibility forages which require the feed conversion ability characteristic of the Braford breed. Under these harsh conditions is where the Braford breed delivers its best, namely an improved production efficiency and a higher return. More calves and more beef per hectare are attained thanks to the fertility, rusticity and plasticity of the Braford breed. There are approximately 200 Braford breeding farms currently active in this region. Around 30 livestock auctions and an equal number of cattle exhibitions are held under the auspices of the Association. But the most important annual gathering of the Braford cattle breed takes place in the province of Corrientes, the national exhibition, with more than 500 sires and heifers from the most prominent breeding farms to compete and display the latest developments attained by their strict selection and improvement plans. The Northwest. In this region, the semi-arid climate combined with some tropical weather spots call for a replacement of their traditional farming systems by more updated, sustainable and profitable ones. For that reason, the key to better productivity levels and higher beef quality under extreme conditions is to add environmentally adapted genetics. Precisely for this reason, the unavoidable choice is the Braford breed. Approximately 50 Braford breeding farms, around 15 livestock auctions and an equal number of exhibitions are being held in this region, mainly Expo Bra, which concentrates nearly 500 Braford, Brangus and Brahman sires and heifers of premium quality. The Central Region. This is the agricultural and livestock region par excellence. Here, cattle raising is gradually being replaced by agriculture. There are 30 million cattle heads with more than 11 million breeding cows. Thanks to its mild weather and outstanding pastures, the highest rates in terms of birth, weaning and slaughter are obtained. Production efficiency is higher here than in the rest of the country on account of the fertility of its soils, a temperate climate with an annual mean of 16 degrees centigrade, its 1,000 millimeters of rainfall evenly distributed along the year, its proximity to the major markets and ports, and its infrastructure. Although herds are mostly of British origin, a growing number of Braford calves from other regions are grazing in these extensive grasslands. There are 20 Braford breeding farms in this region where 10 livestock auctions and an equal number of exhibitions take place. The renowned rural exhibition, the Exposición Rural, is held in the Palermo section of the city of Buenos Aires. It gathers around 2,000 sires from the major breeding farms and cattle breeds in the country. Cuyo. Thanks to the quality and quantity enhancement of the forages adjusted to its arid soils, the high temperatures, and the scarce rainfall, the Braford breed is able to show its second-to-none adaptability, enabling regional cattle breeding to grow and expand its productive area, which currently hosts more than 8% of the domestic cattle herd. There are approximately 30 currently active Braford breeding farms and 10 exhibitions and around 15 livestock auctions take place in this region sponsored by the Association. Patagonia. This is one of the southernmost cattle breeding areas in the world. It is characterized by an extreme aridity, low temperatures and snowstorms in the west. A suitable environment for sheep farming, it also hosts several Braford herds, not only in its plains but also in the Andean foothill, allowing for profitable patterns which are hard to attain in other purebred breeds. Moving westwards, the landscape is dominated by the Andean Patagonian forests and lakes. Founded in 1984, the Argentine Braford Association has marked its 31st anniversary working in the promotion of the breed and regional livestock farming. Today, it has more than 500 members and 631 breeders' records are being kept, where 110,000 bulls and 330,000 cows of the Braford breed are already registered. The association prepares and supervises the Braford breed standard that defines the most productive biotypes for the field conditions where the breed is developed. It establishes a productivity and environment adaptability approach as its first concern with the following priorities. Fertility, functionality,